We get to talk about visiting schools now. There's going to be a couple purposes to visit a school. Usually it's for unofficial visits. Number one, dress for the part when you're visiting a school. If you're going to a game, make sure you wear that school or your high school's colors. Never go to a game and support the opposite team that invited you. That's a bad idea, and that team will probably no longer be recruiting you. Number two, remember your manners. Yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Huge. That's a game changer because if you remember your manners, they'll say this kid represents himself well or herself well, and they can represent our school to the best of their ability. Number three, have your transcripts, your film, anything you need to give to the coaches to make their life easier when they're recruiting you. Because if they have that, then they don't even need to think about it or talk to your coach or anything. Make sure you come prepared so that they know you're serious about coming to their school. Number four, check and make sure it's not a dead period if you're just showing up at campus. And more important for number four, schedule a time to be there. Showing up unannounced, you may not be able to get into the facilities. The coaches may not be ready for you, or they may have other things to do on that day. Number five, when you go to these schools, go with a purpose. My purpose is to meet with a coach, to see campus, to meet a professor, to get ready for a major. Whatever you're doing, make sure there's a purpose and you're not just showing up. Some kids would just show up and hang out at the facilities. I'm like, look, if you're hanging out at the facilities when you're supposed to be at school, what's going on here? And then finally, number six, thank them in person after you're done and leave a thank you note or write a thank you note after the fact and address it to the people that helped you out. That's going to leave a longer lasting impression than just about anything.